Hello world. As I've briefly mentioned before, I teach and tutor and stuff. So today I wanted to talk about a little thing that's been, if it happens one more time, I'm gonna go postal. So basically, let's say you have a question, it's multiple choice A, B, C, D. And so you're working with a kid and you're like, all right, so, you've done all the work. What do you think the answer is? And they'll be like, oh, it's C. Oh, no, it's B. Oh, A? No, D. It's definitely D. And then I'm like, all right, so the answer was A. And they'll be like, I said A. And it's like, you did. But you also said everything else. It's like, if it's the first one, the first thing they mention, I'll consider that correct. And if it's the last thing, like, oh, it's definitely whatever, I'll consider it correct. But if it's just some random thing they said in the middle when they're throwing the kitchen sink at it, I'm not going to consider that correct. Like, is that bad? I feel like that's reasonable. I feel like that's very reasonable. Another thing that happens, and this is specifically a me problem, is I use the word dude a lot. I use it almost the same way I use like or or something like that. Like, I use it a lot. But I was working with this one girl, and I called her dude, because I call everybody dude, and she was so offended. She was like, you can't call me dude because I'm not a man. And, like, I'm thinking about all the times that I've called my mother dude. The person that gave birth to me, the most feminine thing a person can do. I call her dude all the time because, I get excited about talking about something and I trip over myself and I say dude. And, I think that's fine. But yeah, I say dude a lot. And if somebody does the whole I said whatever one more time, I'm very sick of that one. I'm very much so done with that one. But yeah, I'll probably talk about more tutoring stuff in the future, because some people are really, really crazy. One thing that really gets me, though, and, like, this is just, like, a boomer take, but I'm very, very sick of, like, the Common Core math stuff. I was working with this one girl, and she was doing, like, double-digit subtraction. And so she's showing me how they taught her to do it in school, and she's like, first you draw a turtle, and then you give them a necklace. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I just showed her, like, the normal way, because sometimes, like, the prescribed way you're supposed to, it just does not work. It's much easier just to do it the old-fashioned way, because I'm an old person now. Anyways.